Does inflammation hurt your metabolism? A lot of people think inflammation wrecks your metabolism, like it creeps into your system wearing a ski mask and just shuts the whole factory down. It's a super common misconception, and honestly, I get where it comes from. When you feel inflamed, achy, swollen, sluggish, it's easy to feel like your metabolism is broken, like everything inside you is just giving up. But I'm about to show you why that's a myth. First, what is inflammation? It's not your body rusting up inside you. Inflammation isn't rusting up your mitochondria, and neither is there any rust on your metabolism. It's your immune system's response to injury, infection, or stress. Your body detects a threat and sends out chemical troopers like cytokines and prostaglandins to signal your tissues. These messengers are your body's way of saying, attack this. And inflammation is good for your survival. It's your body's natural defense system working exactly as designed. When you cut your finger or catch a cold, that temporary inflammation is your immune system rushing in like loyal sailors to protect the ship. But here's where it gets interesting. When inflammation becomes chronic, when it never turns off, it's like a mutiny on your metabolic ship. Those same protective immune cells that once saved you, they've hijacked the vessel completely. This metabolic mutiny doesn't just make you feel sluggish, it directly interferes with your body's most crucial weight regulation signals. You see, your gut isn't just for digestion. It's actually a sophisticated hormone factory, producing chemical messengers like GLP-1, what I call your skinny signal. And while this mutiny is underway, your metabolism doesn't just slow down, it completely changes priorities. Rather than focusing on efficient fat burning, your inflamed body diverts all resources to defense mode, storing every calorie it can as if preparing for a long siege. That's why you can exercise more and eat less but still struggle to lose weight. Your body isn't listening to those signals anymore. The inflammation has cut the metabolic communication lines. Now the difference between your body's natural defense system acting in normal balance versus this full-scale metabolic military coup is one word: toxins. Every day, your body is bombarded with an invisible invasion that our ancestors never had to face. Microplastics in your water bottles, industrial seed oils in your healthy salad dressings, hidden lectins in those superfoods you've been told to eat, and chemical preservatives lurking in nearly everything packaged. Think about it. Why do younger people typically have faster metabolisms? It's not just about age. It's about toxic accumulation. When you're young, your body has faced fewer years of toxic exposure. Your gut lining is more intact. Your hormone-producing cells are undamaged. Your metabolic communication system works flawlessly. That's why teenagers can eat practically anything and still stay lean. Their bodies haven't yet suffered the cumulative damage of decades of toxin exposure. But with each passing year, these invisible invaders build up in your system. By age 30, most people have already accumulated enough toxins to begin noticing the first signs of metabolic slowdown. By 40, the communication breakdown is in full effect. And by 50, that's when most people resign themselves to the inevitable weight gain and sluggishness of getting older. Except it's not inevitable at all. What we mistakenly call aging metabolism is actually toxins accumulating. The real difference between your metabolism at 20 and your metabolism at 50 isn't your age, it's your toxic burden. This explains why some people in their 60s and 70s maintain the energy and waistlines of people decades younger. They've either been fortunate enough to avoid these toxins, or they've discovered how to flush them from their systems, restoring those crucial metabolic communication lines. Want proof? Look at Japan, where people maintain healthy metabolisms well into their 80s and 90s. The Japanese have one of the lowest obesity rates in the developed world and some of the longest lifespans. Is it genetics? No. Japanese Americans who adopt Western diets develop the same metabolic problems as everyone else. The secret lies in their naturally low inflammation lifestyle. First, traditional Japanese diets are rich in foods that actively fight inflammation. Green tea packed with catechins, fermented foods like miso that support gut health, and omega-3 rich seafood that naturally balances inflammatory pathways. Second, their portion control and eating patterns naturally reduce inflammatory spikes. By eating smaller meals and avoiding the processed food chemicals that dominate Western diets, they never experience the metabolic mutiny that has become our daily reality. But here's the most powerful and medically verified factor researchers have discovered. The Japanese regularly consume hydrogen-rich water. In many regions of Japan, natural springs produce water infused with molecular hydrogen, H2, what scientists now call skinny water. Multiple peer-reviewed clinical studies have revealed something remarkable about molecular hydrogen, H2. It acts like a targeted binding agent that seeks out and neutralizes inflammation exactly where your body needs it most. Imagine this: the tiniest molecule in the universe, thousands of times smaller than even your DNA, silently slipping past all barriers that stop other compounds. It penetrates cell walls, crosses the blood-brain barrier, and infiltrates the innermost sanctuaries of your mitochondria, places no other anti-inflammatory can reach. But here's where its genius truly unfolds. H2 doesn't waste its power fighting minor inflammation. It's as if it carries an advanced targeting system, seeking out only the raging inflammatory fires, the exact hotspots where oxidative damage has reached critical levels. It's like thousands of microscopic firefighters rushing past smoldering embers to focus solely on the most destructive blazes threatening your metabolic control centers. When it encounters these inflammatory infernos, particularly those sabotaging your GLP-1 production and crippling your mitochondria, it neutralizes them completely, leaving healthy cellular processes untouched. For people struggling with weight, this is revolutionary. The research shows that excess weight isn't simply about calories in, calories out. It's about inflammation blocking your body's natural fat-burning signals. When inflammation attacks your gut's GLP-1 producing cells, you lose your natural "I'm full" signal. When inflammation infiltrates your mitochondria, your cellular powerhouses, your body's ability to convert food into energy instead of fat storage becomes compromised. The calories in, calories out model fails because it ignores this fundamental truth. Inflamed mitochondria can't efficiently burn calories, and an inflamed gut can't properly signal when you're full. As a result, weight comes piling on, no matter how hard you try. No amount of willpower can overcome a body that's working against you. Throughout history, humans have instinctively known this truth. Ancient civilizations built their most sacred sites around natural springs rich in molecular hydrogen, though they lacked the scientific vocabulary to explain why these waters were so transformative. From the legendary hot springs of Lourdes in France, to the miracle waters of Nordenau in Germany, from the healing pools of Tlacote in Mexico, to the revered onsen of Japan, these rare, hydrogen-rich springs became pilgrimage destinations. People traveled thousands of miles seeking their restorative powers. What's fascinating is how these sites share nearly identical geological conditions, specific rock formations that naturally infuse groundwater with molecular hydrogen through a process scientists now call natural water electrolysis. These locations were so precious, so rare, that entire religions and healing traditions formed around them. Ancient texts across disparate cultures describe the divine waters that restored youth and brought the body back into harmony. Modern science has finally revealed what our ancestors knew intuitively. These waters contain the highest natural concentrations of molecular hydrogen on Earth, the very compound that directly targets inflammation at its source. For centuries, legends of restorative waters captivated explorers and kings. Ponce de Leon famously searched the Americas for these rejuvenating springs, never realizing that what he sought wasn't mythical, but a biochemical reality hidden in rare geological formations. However, developments in modern science after World War II began to unravel this ancient mystery. In 1958, Japanese researcher Suwa created the first Shin-Noru device, an engineering marvel designed to replicate the chemistry of these sacred waters. But these early machines were prohibitively expensive, costing the equivalent of a small house, and required specialized knowledge to operate. Standing over 6 feet tall and weighing nearly 400 pounds, these industrial-grade electrolysis units consumed enormous electrical power and could only be found in specialized clinics serving Japan's elite. For decades, access remained limited to the wealthy few who could afford treatments at these exclusive facilities. By 1997, Dr. Shirahata's groundbreaking research finally identified molecular hydrogen as the active ingredient for these ancient healing traditions. Now today, thanks to LumiPlus's breakthrough technology, you're just minutes away from experiencing what ancient civilizations traveled thousands of miles to access. Simply fill your LumiPlus H2 bottle, press the activation button, and watch as millions of tiny molecular hydrogen bubbles infuse your water. Within moments, you're holding what emperors and pharaohs could only dream of possessing, your own personal source of H2-rich water, anywhere, anytime. Imagine having your own unlimited wellspring of this revitalizing element, without the industrial machinery, without the pilgrimage to sacred sites, without the exclusive Japanese clinic memberships. Just pure, concentrated H2 delivered directly to your cells, exactly where your body needs it most. People are frequently surprised by how differently their body feels after incorporating LumiPlus H2 water into their daily routine, often noticing changes in how their clothes fit within the first few weeks. Users commonly report a sense of lightness, particularly around the midsection, that they haven't experienced in years, all while maintaining their normal routines. The natural vitality many experience after their daily LumiPlus H2 water is unlike anything they felt from other approaches. There's no jittery feeling, just clean, natural energy that supports you throughout your day. Many find themselves having more energy to exercise, waking up feeling completely refreshed in the morning. With just one fizzy drink before every meal, you'll be able to balance your cravings, increase the energy that you get out of your food, and change the way that your body stores energy. This means that with just one LumiPlus bottle, you'll get a near infinite supply of hydrogenated water as long as you can remember to charge it. And that's it. For a limited time, you can discover how LumiPlus H2 may help support your body's natural processes with our special introductory offer. Click the button below to learn more about how molecular hydrogen targets your metabolism at the cellular level, and why thousands of satisfied customers have made LumiPlus H2 a permanent part of their daily routine. Learn why Japanese researchers call H2 the selective antioxidant. Discover the 3 ways H2 supports your body's metabolic balance. See the before and after stories from real LumiPlus customers. Take advantage of our limited time discount. Due to high demand, LumiPlus H2 bottles are currently in limited. Check availability in your area. Check now before our next shipment sells out. for a short time only. Access special pricing by clicking below. Don't wait to experience what could be the missing piece in your wellness journey. The same revitalizing element, once available only at Sacred Springs, can now be part of your daily routine. Click here to check Lumi Plus H2 bottle availability.